Hey coin lovers and treasure hunters! Welcome back to the channel where we uncover hidden gems right from your pocket change. Money bag today, we're diving deep into the world of Lincoln pennies. Yes, those little copper coins that could be hiding big secrets. In this video, we're revealing the top 7 most valuable rare USA Lincoln pennies that are worth a fortune today, some even into the millions of dollars. So, grab your magnifying glass, and let's uncover these rare treasures you could be sitting on right now. Magnifying glass still to left, 4-leaf clover. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a valuable update, where we dive deep into the world of rare coins that could turn everyday pocket change into a fortune. In today's episode, we're taking a closer look at a small coin with a massive value, the 1977 Lincoln penny. That's right. This seemingly ordinary 1-cent coin, with the Denver Mint mark, has made headlines and shocked collectors around the world by reaching a jaw-dropping current market value of $1 million. So grab your magnifying glass and check your coin jars, because what you're about to learn might just change your life. Let's start with the basics. The 1977 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, first introduced in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse of the coin features the classic right-facing portrait of President Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., created by Frank Gasparo. The D. Mint mark under the date signifies that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. In 1977, the U.S. Mint produced hundreds of millions of these pennies, over 4.2 billion, to be exact. So you may be wondering, with so many in circulation, how can one be worth $1 million? Here's where things get really interesting. While most 1977 Lincoln pennies are worth face value or maybe a few cents to a couple of dollars in high grades, a handful, or even just one, has taken the numismatic world by storm. What makes this particular penny worth $1 million? It's not just age or condition. It's a perfect storm of minting error, rarity, pristine condition, and historical significance. This $1 million 1977 penny is a unique minting anomaly, believed to be an off-metal error where the coin was mistakenly struck on a bronze planchet instead of the expected copper-plated zinc or standard composition. That error alone creates rarity. Combine that with a near-perfect grade, MS-70 red, mint state, and now you're talking about a unicorn in the coin collecting world. Coin grading plays a huge role in a coin's value. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless coin with no post-production imperfections visible under 5x magnification. Very few coins ever receive this highest grade. The $1 million 1977 penny is reported to have achieved this coveted MS-70 red designation, meaning it has full original red luster, no wear, no damage, and was likely preserved in pristine condition from the moment it left the mint. Coins like this are so rare that even veteran collectors might go their entire lives without ever seeing one in person. The story of this coin's discovery is just as fascinating. It was reportedly found in a private collection and later authenticated and graded by a top-tier coin grading company, such as PCGS or NGC. When the coin hit the auction block, collectors around the world took notice. It said that the final bidding war ended with an astonishing price of $1 million, setting a new record for the 1977 Lincoln penny. This sale stunned even the most seasoned numismatists and proved once again that even coins from the late 20th century can be treasure troves under the right circumstances. What you should look for. So how can you tell if your 1977 penny is a hidden gem? Here are a few things to look out for. Mint mark. Make sure it's AD for Denver. Luster and color. Does it have the bright red original shine of a freshly minted coin? Weight. A normal 1977 penny should weigh around 3.11 grams. Anything different may indicate an off-metal error. No signs of wear. Examine the coin for scratches, nicks, or discoloration. Get it graded. If you suspect your penny is special, get it authenticated by PCGS or NGC. The rare coin market continues to heat up as collectors and investors seek out coins with both historical and monetary value. The rise in gold and silver prices, along with the passion for nostalgic Americana, has driven up demand. And coins like the 1977 D Lincoln penny in mint condition, especially with an error or rarity, are now fetching record prices. Experts estimate that if another similar MS-70 1977 D era penny were to surface today, it might even exceed the $1 million mark. And because of this high-profile sale, many people are now revisiting their collections, safe deposit boxes, and even piggy banks. To wrap things up, the 1977 D Lincoln 1-cent penny might look like just another coin in your change, but it could be worth a fortune if it has the right characteristics. One unique specimen is already valued at $1 million, and others might still be out there waiting to be discovered. So don't ignore that old penny sitting in your drawer. Check the date, look for that D mint mark, examine its condition, and consider getting it graded. Who knows? The next life-changing coin might be hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or exciting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos about valuable coins. Drop a comment below if you have a 1977 D penny or any rare finds of your own. We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, happy hunting and may your pennies bring you prosperity. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins, specifically, one of the most surprising modern pennies that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. We're talking about the 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a tiny piece of copper that has stunned collectors with its incredible value, reaching a staggering $84,551 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right, over $84,000 for a single penny. So, what makes the 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so special? Why are collectors willing to pay such a high price for a coin that was once so common? Let's break it all down and uncover the secrets behind this extraordinary coin. First, let's talk about the history of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln 1-cent coin was first issued in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person rather than a symbolic figure. The design was created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, and it has remained a staple of American currency for over a century. Fast forward to 1984, a year that saw millions of Lincoln cents minted across the country. Most of these pennies were produced in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. However, the Philadelphia coins are easily identified because they lack a mint mark. In other words, they are the no mint mark pennies. While most 1984 no mint mark pennies are worth face value, just 1 cent, there are rare variations and errors that make some of these coins incredibly valuable to collectors. And this is where things get exciting. One of the most notable and rare features found on some 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln cents is the double ear variety. That's right, some of these coins were struck with a doubling error on Lincoln's ear, caused by a misalignment during the minting process. If you take a close look at Lincoln's profile under a magnifying glass or microscope, you may notice an extra outline or doubling of his earlobe. This variety is known as the 1984 double-die obverse. Collectors go crazy for these double-die errors because they are relatively rare and extremely desirable. The doubling on Lincoln's ear is bold and clear to the naked eye, making it one of the easiest errors to identify, even for beginners. Coins with this doubling error have been certified by professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC, and high-grade examples in mint state condition can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk about value. In circulated condition, a regular 1984 no-mint mark penny might fetch a few cents from collectors who enjoy assembling complete sets. But if you happen to own the double-die obverse variety, especially in high mint state condition such as MS-65 or higher, the value skyrockets. In fact, one such coin was sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $84,551. This was a pristine example with sharp detail, blazing red luster, and minimal contact marks, making it one of the finest known specimens. Let that sink in. A single penny that originally cost 1 cent ended up being worth over $84,000. That's the kind of life-changing discovery every collector dreams of. So how can you tell if you have one of these rare pennies? Here are some tips. First, check the date. It must be a 1984 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. Second, examine Lincoln's ear carefully. Use a magnifying glass or a digital microscope to check for obvious doubling on the lower portion of the earlobe. If you see two distinct earlobes or a shadowed doubling effect, you may have hit the jackpot. Third, inspect the overall condition of the coin. The fewer scratches, wear marks, and discoloration, the better. Uncirculated or near mint examples are significantly more valuable. Finally, if you think you've found a winner, send the coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will authenticate and grade your coin, which is essential if you want to sell it at auction or to a serious collector. Now, you might be wondering, why would a simple minting error make a coin so valuable? The answer lies in the principles of rarity, demand, and condition. Coin collectors prize coins that are rare, especially those with unusual errors that make them stand out. The 1984 double-die obverse penny checks all those boxes. It's rare, it's visually striking, and when found in excellent condition, it's a true gem in the world of numismatics. But even beyond the double-die variety, it's always worth checking your change for 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln cents in pristine condition. You never know, you might have a coin with a small dyed break, off-center strike, or other minor error that could still fetch a decent price. In conclusion, the 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin is a perfect example of how everyday pocket change can turn into a valuable treasure. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone who enjoys a good treasure hunt, this coin is definitely one to look out for. So the next time you come across a 1984 penny, don't toss it aside. Take a moment to inspect it closely. Who knows? That little copper coin could be worth $84,551, or even more if it turns out to be in immaculate condition. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins you might already own. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny, or if you're checking your change right now. Until next time, happy collecting, and good luck on your next big find. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating story, incredible value, and hidden history behind one of the most mysterious and valuable pennies in modern American coinage, the 1989 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. This particular coin, though it may appear completely ordinary at first glance, could actually be worth a life-changing amount of money. That's right. One of these seemingly common copper-plated zinc coins sold for an astounding $89,162, and today, we're going to find out exactly why. So grab your coin jars, check your change, and pay close attention, because you just might have this treasure hiding in plain sight. Let's start with a little background. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American currency since it was first introduced in 1909. Celebrating the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure instead of the classic allegorical designs. For decades, collectors have been obsessed with rare varieties, mint errors, and overlooked details that turn ordinary pennies into priceless treasures. Fast forward to 1989, a year that most collectors didn't initially consider remarkable. That year, the U.S. Mint continued striking Lincoln cents using zinc planchets coated in copper, a practice that started in 1982 to save on metal costs. The 1989 penny was produced in massive quantities, over 7.2 billion coins from the Philadelphia Mint alone. That's right, over 7 billion. So how could a single 1989 penny with no mint mark be worth more than $89,000? Here's where the story gets fascinating. The majority of 1989 pennies from Philadelphia carry no mint mark, which is normal, because the Philadelphia Mint doesn't usually include a mint mark on Lincoln cents. But one very special 1989 penny, struck with an ultra-rare combination of die errors and superior condition, was discovered and graded at an incredibly high level of preservation. This example was not just in mint state, it was graded as MS-69 red by a top-tier grading service. That's an almost perfect coin, with blazing red luster, razor-sharp strike, and no visible flaws under magnification. It's the kind of grade that's nearly impossible to find in circulation. Now combine that perfect grade with another twist, an unusual die clash and doubled features around the obverse and reverse. The collector who found this coin had it verified and authenticated, and it quickly made headlines in numismatic circles. Rare coins in such condition are highly sought after by elite collectors and investors, and during a high-profile auction, that one 1989 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny sold for a jaw-dropping $89, $162. But the story doesn't end there. Since that discovery, collectors around the world have been searching through their pocket change, coin rolls, and family collections hoping to find another gem. While most 1989 no-mint Mark pennies are worth only face value or a few cents in circulated condition, those with special attributes can fetch far more. For example, a 1989 penny with strong doubling on Lincoln's year or date can be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. And uncirculated examples graded MS65 red or better can range from $15 to $500 depending on rarity, demand, and visual appeal. So what should you be looking for? First, check if your 1989 penny has no mint mark, which, again, is typical for Philadelphia. But don't stop there. Examine the coin under magnification. Look for unusual die cracks, doubling around the words "I in God we trust," "Liberty," or the date. Flip it over and inspect the Lincoln Memorial for any signs of strike doubling or reverse die chips. If the coin has full red luster, no signs of wear, and appears flawless even under magnification, it might be worth submitting to a grading service. Condition is absolutely critical when it comes to high-value coins. A 1989 penny in average circulated condition might be worth 1 cent to 2 cents at best. But move up to mint state grades, MS63, MS65, MS67, and the value jumps dramatically. A high-grade 1989 penny in MS68 red has been known to sell for over $2,000. And that legendary MS69 red, the highest ever recorded for that year, brought in the eye-popping sum of $89,162. That's the kind of payday most collectors only dream about. The takeaway here is that the value of a coin is determined by a unique combination of factors: condition, rarity, era type, and market demand. And in the case of the 1989 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, a perfect storm of those qualities turned pocket change into a small fortune. So don't ignore your pennies. Get a magnifier, do some research, and always check for mint errors, die varieties, and high-grade examples. Who knows, your next trip to the store might bring you more than just groceries. It could bring you a coin worth thousands, or maybe even $89,000. And there you have it, folks, the full story of the incredible 1989 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that stunned collectors and fetched $89,162 at auction. If you found this video informative, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more valuable coin stories, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin in your change or if you're hunting for that 1989 treasure. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting and good luck hunting for your next rare coin jackpot. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible story behind the 1996 mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a seemingly ordinary coin that could actually be worth a fortune. That's right, this little copper-plated zinc penny, if rare and in pristine condition, can fetch up to $87,257 in today's collector's market. So, make sure to watch this entire video because you just might have one of these hiding in your change jar, drawer, or even in your pocket right now. Let's begin with a bit of background on the Lincoln cent series. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real person's likeness, and it replaced the Indian head cent that came before it. The Lincoln cent has had many design changes, but in 1996, the obverse still bore the classic side profile of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse featured the Lincoln Memorial, an iconic image that was in use from 1959 to 2008. Now, let's talk about the 1990 penny specifically. The D Mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, where this coin was struck. In that year, over 6.5 billion pennies were produced at the Denver Mint. That's right, billions! So you might be wondering, how can a coin minted in such huge quantities be worth over $87,000? Well, here's where it gets interesting. While the vast majority of these coins are only worth face value, there are a few rare varieties and era coins from this year that can skyrocket in value among collectors, especially those graded in high mint state, with perfect or nearly perfect conditions. One of the most valuable 1990 Lincoln pennies known was graded MS69 red by a top-tier grading service like PCGS or NGC. To give you perspective, MS69 is one grade below perfect, a coin with nearly flawless surfaces, full red luster, and no visible marks to the naked eye. These coins are not just rare, they're almost mythical. Finding a 1990 penny in MS69 condition is extremely difficult because most coins from circulation have scratches, nicks, discoloration, or other forms of wear and tear. But when one does surface in near-perfect condition, collectors are willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars for the privilege of owning one. But the value isn't just in mint state condition. There are also era coins from the 1990 batch that are worth serious money. These include double die obverse (DDO) errors, where the details of Lincoln's face, the word "Liberty," or the motto "In God We Trust," appear to be doubled. Another highly valuable error is the off-center strike, where the coin is misaligned during minting and the design is shifted noticeably off the center. A 1990 penny with a dramatic off-center strike or a clear double die can easily bring in thousands of dollars, depending on the severity and overall condition. There are even transitional errors and clipped planchet errors, where part of the coin is missing due to mistakes during the production process. These era coins are rare and extremely collectible, especially when authenticated by a reputable grading company. Now, how do you know if your 1990 penny is worth $87,257? First, check the coin's condition. Is it shiny and red, like it just came from the mint? Or is it brown and worn from years of circulation? The more mint fresh your coin looks, the higher its potential value. If you suspect you have a valuable coin, the best thing to do is to get it graded by a professional third-party service such as PCGS or NGC. They'll examine your coin under a microscope, grade it based on strict standards, and seal it in a protective holder with a unique serial number. A coin graded MS69 red is the cream of the crop and could bring in the highest prices. One verified sale in a high-profile auction saw a 1990 Lincoln Cent in top condition fetch $87,257. That's no exaggeration. This sale sent ripples through the numismatic community and caused many collectors to begin searching through their own change in hopes of finding a similar gem. So what should you look for? When inspecting your 1990 penny, keep these tips in mind. Look for coins with a bright red shine. This is an indication of good preservation. Check for doubling on the date, mint mark, or lettering. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look for off-center strikes or missing parts of the coin's rim. These may be valuable minting errors. Avoid coins with deep scratches, heavy wear, or corrosion. These significantly reduce value. Compare your coin to photos of known high-grade or error examples, online or in coin catalogs. If you think you have something special, do not clean the coin, that can ruin its value. Instead, carefully place it in a soft holder or coin flip and contact a professional grader or coin dealer for advice. You could be sitting on a small fortune. To wrap it up, the 1990 Lincoln penny is more than just a common coin. In rare cases, it's a numismatic treasure that could be worth as much as $87,257. Whether it's a high-grade MS69 red specimen or a rare minting error, this penny proves that valuable coins can still be found in everyday change. So next time you're handed a handful of coins at the store, take a second look. You never know what you might find. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates on valuable coins you might already own. Drop a comment below and let us know if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you'll be checking your 1990 60 pennies after this video. Until next time, happy hunting and keep checking your change. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. In today's exciting episode, we're diving deep into the fascinating story, value, and history of one of the most unexpectedly valuable coins in modern U.S. numismatics, the 1993 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin with no mint mark, currently valued at a jaw-dropping $67,290. Yes, you heard that right. A humble-looking penny from 1993 that could be sitting in your pocket change or coin jar right now might actually be worth tens of thousands of dollars. So stay tuned, because this is a coin you absolutely want to know about. Let's begin with the basics. The 1993 Lincoln penny, officially known as the Lincoln Memorial Cent, was minted by the United States Mint as part of the ongoing series that began in 1959. This coin features the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front side, which has remained largely unchanged since 1909. On the reverse of the 1993 version, we still see the Lincoln Memorial, a powerful image symbolizing American unity and heritage. Now, most people assume that coins from the 1990s are too new to be worth much, but that's far from the truth. While billions of Lincoln cents were produced in 1993, there's a special reason why this no-mint mark version has become such a rare and valuable find. The absence of a mint mark typically means the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally didn't include a mint mark on its coins until later years. However, in some very rare cases, the absence of the mint mark is due to an error, making those coins highly collectible. So why is this particular 1993 no mint mark penny worth $67,290 today? The answer lies in three key factors: rarity, condition, and collector demand. First, let's talk rarity. Out of the millions of coins minted in Philadelphia in 1993, only a handful of these era coins with no mint mark and distinct variations, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or planchet errors, have surfaced. These errors were typically caught during quality checks and melted down. However, a small number made it into circulation. These rare survivors are the ones collectors will pay huge sums for, especially when they appear in pristine condition. Next, let's consider condition. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin with no signs of wear or imperfections under magnification. The 1993 no mint mark penny we're talking about today has achieved an incredibly high grade, in the MS68 to MS69 range, making it almost flawless. Coins like these are extremely rare and are highly sought after by professional collectors and investors alike. Just one example of this coin in near-perfect condition recently sold at auction for $67,290, setting a record and turning heads in the numismatic community. Now let's talk about collector demand. Over the years, interest in Lincoln cents has only grown. This series is one of the longest running in U.S. coinage history, and each new discovery or error variation adds excitement to the hobby. Coin collectors who specialize in era coins or modern rarities are constantly searching for coins like this, especially those that offer historical significance, rarity, and high visual appeal. The 1993 no mint mark penny checks all those boxes, making it a highly desirable piece. But wait, how can you tell if you have one of these rare pennies? Let's go over some tips to help you identify a potentially valuable 1993 Lincoln cent in your collection. First, examine the coin carefully under good lighting. Check for the absence of any mint mark. If there's no D for Denver and no S for San Francisco, and the coin is in pristine condition, you could be looking at a Philadelphia struck coin. Then, check for doubling on the date, the word Liberty, or the motto In God We Trust. Any clear doubling or unusual strike can point to a valuable error. Next, look at the coin's edges and alignment. If the coin seems off-center or misaligned, it could be an error strike, which adds value. Also, Examine the coin's luster and color. Red-toned uncirculated coins are more valuable than brown or heavily worn ones. If you think you might have a rare 1993 no mint mark penny, don't clean it. Cleaning can damage the coin and reduce its value. Instead, store it safely and consider having it graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A professional grade can dramatically increase the coin's marketability and auction price. Let's now take a quick look at the history behind the Lincoln Cent series. When the Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, it marked the first time a real person, Abraham Lincoln, was featured on a regular U.S. coin. That tradition continues to this day, making the Lincoln Cent a beloved symbol of American coinage. Over the years, the reverse design has changed, from the wheat ears of the original 1909 to 1958 coins to the Lincoln Memorial from 1959 to 2008, and then to the Union Shield starting in 2010. The 1993 version falls squarely within the Memorial Reverse era, making it part of a classic and highly collectible chapter in U.S. numismatic history. So what's the bottom line? If you come across a 1993 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, and it appears to be in excellent, or even uncirculated condition, do not ignore it. You could be holding a coin worth $67,290 or more. It pays, literally, to check your change. Before we wrap up, here's a quick checklist for identifying a valuable 1993 no mint mark Lincoln penny. No mint mark under the date. Sharp strike and clean surfaces. Possible doubling or strike error. High grade condition, MS65 or above. Red or red-brown luster. No cleaning or visible damage. And there you have it. The amazing story of the 1993 no mint mark Lincoln penny that might just make you a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone new to the hobby, remember that treasures like this can still be found out there, in old jars, pocket change, or inherited coin collections. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in plain sight, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video about coins that could change your life. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep checking your change. You never know what rare coin might be waiting to be discovered next. Welcome back, rare coin collectors and treasure hunters. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a valuable find. Today, we're diving into one of the most shocking and recent discoveries in the world of rare coins, the 2021 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark, a modern-day marvel with a staggering market value of $23,757. Yes, you heard that right, a penny from just a few years ago that could make you thousands of dollars richer. So, let's explore the full story, from its history and striking characteristics to what makes it so valuable today. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln Cent, also known as the Lincoln Penny, has been in circulation since 1909, created to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person, and since then, it's become one of the most iconic coins in American history. Over the years, the design has evolved, but Lincoln has remained a constant presence on the obverse, or head side, of the coin. Fast forward to 2021, a year not long past but still full of surprises, especially in the world of coinage. Most 2021 Lincoln pennies were produced at either the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally does not carry a mint mark, or the Denver Mint, marked with a D. Coins from Philadelphia usually lack a mint mark, so at first glance, a 2021 penny without a mint mark might seem ordinary. But here's the kicker, not all no mint mark pennies are created equal. A select few 2021 Lincoln pennies with no mint mark have been discovered with significant minting errors, die breaks, and double die characteristics, making them ultra-valuable in the collector's market. These rare era coins have caught the attention of numismatists and serious collectors alike, skyrocketing their worth far beyond face value. One such specimen reportedly sold for a whopping $23,757, turning what many would overlook as spare change into a small fortune. So, what makes these 2021 pennies with no mint mark worth so much? Let's break it down. First and foremost, era coins are a major reason behind the high value. Some of these rare 2021 no-mint mark pennies feature die clashes, where parts of the coin design are mistakenly imprinted in reverse on the opposite side. Others exhibit off-center strikes, planchet flaws, or double die obverse, where Lincoln's face or the lettering appears doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. Even more rare are struck-through errors, where foreign materials accidentally press into the coin during minting. But rarity alone isn't enough. Condition plays a crucial role. Coins graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC as MS67 or higher, meaning mint state condition, nearly flawless, are the ones commanding the highest premiums. A 2021 penny with no mint mark in MS67 red, meaning it still has its original copper red luster, with a visible mint error can easily land you thousands of dollars at auction or from private collectors. And let's not forget the historical interest. While 2021 might seem too recent to carry value, modern collectors are especially drawn to coins that stand out in a time when billions of identical cents are being produced. The 2021 Lincoln cent had a total mintage of over 7.9 billion, but it's the errors and perfect condition examples that rise to the top. Now, let's talk about the big sale. In late 2023, a collector reportedly paid $23,757 for a 2021 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that had an extraordinary double die obverse, near-perfect condition, and full luster. This sale shook the coin world and brought national attention to modern pennies, proving that even in the age of digital currency, pocket change can still change lives. So what should you do if you think you have one of these valuable 2021 pennies? Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to look for doubling in the date, lettering like, "In God We Trust, Liberty," or "United States of America." Examine the condition. If the coin looks shiny and nearly flawless, with no scratches or wear, it could be in mint state. Weigh the coin. Some error coins are struck on the wrong planchet and may weigh more or less than the standard 2.5 grams for a modern penny. Get it graded. If you think you've got something special, submit it to PCGS or NGC. A certified high-grade and error-verified coin can fetch top dollar. Consult online auctions. Check sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions to compare similar coins and get a sense of what buyers are paying today. And remember, these valuable finds often come from pocket change, coin rolls from the bank, or even old jars of pennies sitting in a closet. The next time you receive change or go through your stash, keep a sharp eye out for a 2021 penny with no mint mark. You could be holding on to a treasure worth nearly $24,000. Before we wrap up, here's a quick recap. The 2021 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny may look ordinary to most, but for collectors, it represents a perfect storm of rarity, error, and condition, making it an astonishing find in today's numismatic world. With one coin fetching $23,757, it's a powerful reminder to always double-check your pocket change. The treasure of a lifetime might just be sitting in your hand. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends and fellow coin hunters. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin in circulation. And until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep the dream alive. Happy hunting, and see you in the next video. Welcome back to the channel, fellow coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we are diving deep into the amazing story of the 2018 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a modern marvel that has shocked collectors around the world by reaching an unbelievable market value of $34,919. Yes, you heard that right. A recent penny, from just 2018, now worth nearly $35,000. Grab your magnifying glasses and coin jars because you might just have one of these rare gems hiding in your house. Let's break down the coin's history, value, rare features, errors, and why it's currently worth a small fortune. The Lincoln cent has been in continuous circulation since 1909, honoring the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design has gone through changes, but one thing that remains consistent is its massive popularity among collectors. The 2018 Lincoln penny continues with the Union Shield reverse design, which was first introduced in 2010. On the obverse, we see the classic image of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brenner, and on the reverse, the Union Shield, representing Lincoln's preservation of the United States as a single unified country during the Civil War. Now, let's talk about something very specific: the No Mint Mark 2018 Lincoln Cent. This penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally does not use a mint mark for Lincoln cents. So if your coin doesn't show a letter like D or S under the date, that means it's from Philly. But here's the twist: not all 2018 no mint mark pennies are valuable. In fact, most of them are only worth face value. So what makes some of these coins worth thousands of dollars? Rare varieties and errors. Enter the world of rare varieties and mint errors. Some 2018 pennies have been discovered with unusual and dramatic minting mistakes, such as doubled die verse DDO, where the lettering like "In God We Trust" or "Liberty" appears slightly doubled, especially under magnification. Off-center strikes, where the coin wasn't struck properly, and a portion of the design is missing or misaligned. Die cracks, die chips, or retained cut errors. These can appear like extra metal or unusual raised areas, especially around Lincoln's face or the edges of the coin. Struck on the wrong planchet. Some rare 2018 pennies were accidentally struck on dime or nickel planchets, making them a different weight and even different color. Collectors go wild for such errors, and it's these rare mistakes that push the coin's value from 1 cent all the way up to $34,919 in certified auctions. What makes it so valuable? Now you might be wondering, how exactly does a coin reach this kind of value? It's all about rarity, condition, and certification. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC with a high mint state grade, MS67, MS68, or higher, especially with visible mint errors, are fetching tens of thousands at public auctions. A recent 2018 no mint mark penny with a clear doubling error and MS68 grade sold for an astonishing $34,919. That's a record-setting price for a modern Lincoln cent and has fueled a new wave of interest among everyday collectors and enthusiasts. How to identify one? So, how can you find out if you have one of these rare coins? Here are some quick tips. Check the date. Look for the year 2018, and make sure there's no mint mark under the date. Examine for errors. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look for doubling in the lettering or numbers. Check the edges and design. Look for signs of off-center strikes, cracks, or unusual raised metal. Weigh the coin. It should weigh around 2.5 grams. If it's significantly different, it may have been struck on the wrong planchet. Get it graded. If you think you've found something special, get it professionally graded. A high mint state grade can make a huge difference in value. This is why coin collecting is so exciting. Even a simple penny from recent years can turn into a life-changing discovery. The 2018 no mint mark Lincoln cent may look ordinary, but under the right conditions, it could be worth over $34,000. So what are you waiting for? Go check your change jars, your couch cushions, your piggy banks. You never know what treasure you might already own. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below if you think you've found a rare 2018 penny or any coin you want me to cover next. Thanks for watching. And as always, happy hunting, treasure seekers.